You're stuck in my head, stuck in my heart, stuck in my body. I wanna go, get out of here, I'm sick of the party. I run away.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to do a get ready with me video, and I think in this video I basically show you guys new little techniques here and there. I don't get too technical with makeup, but you'll be able to see the techniques as I do them, and then I just basically share my thoughts with you and all that good stuff. So tonight Salo and I are going out to dinner. I think some of our friends might meet up with us also, and we're going to this restaurant slash lounge in our area. So I'm really excited because it's supposed to be like a gastro pub, and I typically love that food, that kind of food. So I'm excited about tonight. I hope that you guys enjoy today's video, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I have already started my brows, and it's still the same technique and still the same products. I use these two Benefit products. The only difference is that I have been making them a little bit longer because I noticed I really like how that looks. I like when my eye looks longer. And so I basically have already filled my brows in. Now I'm just gonna carve them out, make them look a little neater with concealer. I get any concealer, put any concealer that you use. I've used the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I put a little bit on the back of my hand, and with a very small defined brush, that's what I carve it out with, one that looks a flat concealer brush like this. So yeah, today I basically decided to do a get ready with me video, and I'm also excited because I'll be vlogging today as well. Let me put this mirror in front of me. This isn't gonna work. Trying to find a mirror. I always have such a hard time looking for a mirror. Today, I think I'm gonna do a very simple look, maybe smoky, bronzy type of look, and I'm gonna be using the Jaclyn Hill palette, which I am so obsessed with. I'll get this open any minute. Look at the variety of colors in this palette. Like, you don't need any other palette. This will help you create any look, from dark shades to light shades. Amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by priming my eyes, and I am going to do so by applying some Tarte Shape Tape concealer. And let me put this here, I feel like my eyebrows are not very even right now, so whatever. So let's go ahead, and you can use your finger to blend that in. You always need a primer before you apply an eyeshadow if you want the colors to really stand out. Alright, so I started blending it in with my finger, and then I'll finish that off with the sponge, with a booty blender. So I'm not sure if you guys could tell, but my face has gotten so much better because I went to the dermatologist and I was prescribed about two creams and one antibiotic, which I'm doing a separate video on, which I've already started. But so far the progress is so good, and I'm so happy with it. Like, I had all these bumps all over my face and they're almost all gone. So I'm really happy about that. Now that I've put concealer in my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and set it. And for some reason, I usually set it with like a white or like a beige or like a very light or maybe translucent powder. But lately, I've been setting it with the Too Faced powder foundation, and it looks so smooth and so seamless. So I want to go ahead and set it like that. Just grabbing a big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe B13. It's just a gigantic fluffy brush that I usually use to apply a base on my lid. So yeah, I feel like this sets is so nice, this powder foundation. Call me crazy, but it looks good. All right, awesome. So I also purchased a bunch of Morphe brushes. I think this comes with 23 brushes, and these are all the brushes that Jaclyn Hill uses. And I mean, who's not obsessed with her, okay? Who is not? I've realized that all these brushes, I have Sigma brushes, and I already have Morphe brushes, and I have some like generic brand brushes, and they're all really, really good, but holy cow, I've never liked brushes like these. They're amazing, and they blend so well from like a powdered blush. I mean, from a powdered brush to one to blend in your eyeshadow. It's really, really good. So I'm going to use the Morphe R37 brush, and I'm going to use this shade, mix this shade and this shade. I've been doing that lately as a transition color on my crease. And I'm just going back and forth like this. So we're gonna start off light and then work our way to darker. So yeah, I'm gonna do like a brown bronzy color, very simple. I'm not gonna add an eyeliner or anything, just false lashes. Try to keep this simple yet glam. Now with the Morphe M433 brush, I'm going to go ahead and get a darker shade, and I'm going to go ahead and grab this shade right here, which is
a few moments later.
All right, so I'm going to grab the shade Buns with the Morphe M33 brush, and I'm going to pack it on the corners of my eyes. All right, sweet. So I do want to go darker. So with the same brush, I am going to go ahead and hit up Mocha. I'm going to do it on the same spot. Yes, this is what I wanted. I'm going to grab this color Meeks in the middle and add that. See how that looks. I'm going to do that with my finger. And now with the very same R37 brush, I'm gonna add the Hoola bronzer, and I'm just gonna go over everything. It's like a little trick that I like, just to put everything all together, make it look nice and blended. All right, so I decided that the corner, I didn't feel like the outer corners were dark enough, so now I'm adding the color is this? I think it's called Central Park. Central Park. I'm not really gonna continue being picky about the blending because it's gonna be dark where I'm going. Actually, I don't know, I think. So anyway, I just put glue on my lashes. I'm waiting for them to dry a little. So while those are drying, I guess I will put primer on. Fenty Beauty Primer. This is a primer I've been using. But this one pump is enough. Yeah, all my I've worn these lashes before. These are awesome. These are by Flutter Lashes, and I think they're called Heavenly. Heavenly? Yeah, they're so pretty. All right, so these lashes look so pretty. Oh, they look so pretty. Now I'm gonna shake this Forever Undercover Dior. Yes, Forever Undercover Dior foundation. And so I am going to use this foundation. It's just a shade too light for me, but I make it work with the bronzer and all that, so it ends up looking good at the end. But I haven't had any time to exchange it for the exact tone, but honestly, it's not that far off. I'm really white lately. It looks a whole lot whiter than what it looks. for some reason, I feel like I look a whole lot whiter on the screen than I do in person. But don't worry, it's gonna make sense when it all comes together. So what's up, everybody? What's new? What's new in your lives? Anybody have questions for me, or more questions for me regarding Botox and fillers from my last video? I've actually had quite a few people reach out to me about the Botox and fillers. A lot of people just don't, they're scared to do it because they think it hurts, or they're just not aware of what it does, and they think that like Botox like deforms your face. And that's just like the idea that people have from people who get fillers done, too much fillers and on the wrong areas, you know. Like, you want to go to someone that's going to advise you against something if it's going to look, if they don't feel it's going to look bad on you. Some people request certain looks, and then these people, you know, people who do this as a career will just do it for the sake of pleasing the person and making money. But you have to look good, so you have to go to someone who will help you look good. All right, so some Tarte Shape Tape for me. The concealer I cannot live without. And the concealer everyone's raving about. Everybody run kung fu fighting. All right, I'm taking a whole lot longer than what I thought, so I'm gonna try and speed this up. I'm also gonna vlog today, so you guys will have a glimpse of where I'm going, a little glimpse of my life. I'm really enjoying vlogging. I really love it. I don't even know, I'm starting to feel like I like it more than sitting in front of the camera and doing my makeup, although I do love it because I love to do my makeup. It's just like I prefer doing like get ready with me's and stuff like that, rather than doing like product reviews and stuff like that, because for product reviews you have to spend a lot of money and you have to keep up with everything that's trending in makeup and everything that's coming out that's new, and I'm not making that kind of dough now. Not yet at least. For now, I just like doing like looks and sharing the products that I currently use on my face and on a daily basis. So this is why I'm doing this video, because I'd rather share with you and for you to see the techniques and what I do. Nothing out of this world, but I do get asked. And another thing, I don't know if I've mentioned this in the video, and for those of you who already watch makeup tutorials, because you'd be surprised, like a lot of people, like this whole makeup tutorial thing has been new to certain people that I know. But for those of you who don't know, a lot of my friends and a lot of people that I've done makeup on do not know that you're supposed to, the best way to use a beauty blender is wet. You're supposed to put it under the sink, soak it, and then squeeze the excess water out and use it damp. And a lot of people don't know that. So when, you know, and I'm surprised because a lot of times when I'm like, oh, you don't use a beauty blender? Yeah, but I didn't really like the way it blended in my foundation. And when I hear that, I'm like, okay, how did you use it? Did you wet it? And almost like 90% of the time they tell me no. So a lot of people don't know that you use it wet. So guys, you use the beauty blender wet. That's how it blends it in magically. Nothing will ever blend in your foundation better than a beauty blender. See how everything's coming together? How everything's starting to look beautiful. I'm going to bronze my face. Bronze / contour. Whatever you want to call it. All right, so I'm gonna use the Hoola bronzer, and I'm gonna use the R2 powder brush. I'm gonna bronze my face, but kind of contour at the same time. So I like to stamp it so that it doesn't look blotchy. So stamp, 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 stamp. Oh man, I totally forgot to do something. Lately I've been applying highlight before bronzer because I just like how it just looks more seamless that way. It just looks more blended in. But anyway, then I'll show you my second technique. The second technique that I do if I forget to highlight first. All right, sweet. So now before I add blush, I'm gonna go ahead and add highlight. And I've been using the Morphe M510 brush to highlight, and it is as good as they say it is, folks. So I'm gonna use the Champagne Pop. This has been my freaking go-to highlight for like a while already. I love it. And let me go ahead and apply it here. I'm also super happy with my skin because I don't have so much texture. Guys, I applied way too much highlight. All right, don't worry. I will fix that. One of the things that I've gotten rid of on with the new medications I've been taking prescribed by my dermatologist, I'm so happy. Wait, what am I talking about? Am I making sense? One of the things that I've noticed that the medication has done on my skin is I don't have texture. So now when I apply highlight, it's like awesome. It's smooth. Okay, so this is the other trick. So whenever I don't when I forget and I do my bronzer first, I just go over the highlight with the beauty blender like this, so it could just like blend in together and melt together in my skin. And especially when I applied as much as I did, look how nice it's starting to look. Look at that. And then I always get the Sigma E35 brush. It's the blending brush, but I use this see how I can't say brush, but I use this brush to add highlight on the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, and on the tip of my nose. I don't know why I feel like this is like the perfect. That's what I do when I want to remove excess powder from my face. I go and it works. How pretty. So the same thing I did here with the beauty blender, I'm gonna go ahead and do that on the nose. And it's not really necessary for the cupid's bow because I like for it to be extra. I love how this makes your lips look plump instantly. Wow, I overdid it. I have a mustache, a highlight mustache. I mustache your question. Okay, sweet. That looks very, 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 very nice. Man, I noticed I always start getting more excited towards the end of the video because I start liking how I look. And so it starts getting exciting because you're like, oh wow, I see it. I see the transformation. I see how I went from fugly to all dolled up. And then this is a trick that I learned from another YouTuber. She applies blush with a fan brush, which is what I used to apply highlight with, because it applies the perfect amount of blush on your cheeks. I am going to finish off my eyes and add some of that brown mocha color down here. Morphe E17 brush. I'm going to start off with the light colors that I use just to make it look blended. And I'm not precise, I'm not perfect here. I just make sure I get it smoky, and then I'll blend it in with the darker colors. So the same colors that I started off on my crease, on my transition color, that's what I'm doing here. And then I'm gonna smoke it out. All right, so I just need to add lipstick. I'm gonna clean this up a little bit here, make it look a little more sharp. I usually get the Kat Von D light and shade brush, and I get a little bit of translucent powder. I just dust it like this. Sweet. Now I get some mascara. Apply some mascara on the lower part of the lashes right here. Boom, boom. Right. Add some mascara here. You don't want to go all the way up because the false lash already has all the volume it needs. You just want to blend in your real lashes with the fake lashes. So for lipstick, I'm going to go ahead and use Velvet Teddy by MAC. It's a perfect nude. And then on top of that, I'm gonna use the color Kiki by the KKW collection. Just add some right here on the middle. All right, so this basically concludes today's look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This smoky bronzy look. It's a very fun look. I did it pretty fast, and I really enjoyed this look. I actually haven't done a brown smoky-ish look in a while, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm really digging it. And this highlight, I mean, can I get a hell yeah? Hell yeah. Anyway, so I'm already out the door. I think I've taken a lot of time eating a lot of beep. Remember, I'm trying not to curse. So yes, I feel so cute right now. I'm ready to go out. Babe, are you almost ready?
Yeah.
Oh, he said yes. All right, guys, so until next video. Oh, by the way, before I forget, do not forget to subscribe. Click the notification bell, and all that's right next to each other, guys. And give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, because once again, that really inspires me, and I love when I get the thumbs up. When I get the thumbs down, it's like, why bother? Like, just either thumbs up or just don't even bother giving me a thumbs down, man. It's kind of messed up. All right, well, again, until next time.
I run away with you. Now this is the part you've gotta say all that you're feeling. I'm packing a bag, leaving tonight while everyone's sleeping.